It says racism right across the front of it. We cannot allow that in America. This is a state that has a proud history on civil rights. In 1869, we were the first state in the Union to break the racial barrier in public education. We were a leader in gay rights. We've been a leader in women's rights. Carrie Chapman Catt was out in front. That's why we had the Carrie Chapman Catt building in Ames. We had the League of Women Voters was a radical, wild-eyed movement, and it was Iowa-based. Isn't that incredible? We have a tradition of standing up for the groups within our society and treating them equally. We cannot throw that away, and it is something that we will use to beat the Republican Party in 2016.
Cool. And then probably the final question. If elected, what would you do to protect access to family planning and women's health services?
Well, I think it's one of those, we're in a dangerous time with, even if we get in a Democrat as the next president, and he or she is able to appoint a Supreme Court justice, we may have the rights on the book, but we will not have our feet touching on the ground. They'll be dangling. I think Texas is down to maybe it's 1 or 2 abortion centers in the whole state. There are many other states around the nation that same thing is occurring. And we're going to have to look at the pragmatic impact of how the constitutional right is being mitigated and driven away. I have a good friend who's a veteran activist, and he has a Down syndrome granddaughter. And she was terrified that the Iowa legislature was going to take her right away to get birth control, because that was the only way she could get it. She was actually contemplating suicide if that law had passed. So we can thank the Iowa legislature for stopping that from occurring, and we can, in the Senate, I will be very watchful to make sure that we have good Supreme Court nominees, good lower court nominees, and people that will defend the rights of women to make a choice.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much.